Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tarot Thursday. I am your host, Reverend Mary Hawk, and with me is Reverend Bryan. Thank you for joining us. And let's go over our rules before we get started. We're not medical people, so we can't give you medical information. We're not legal people, so we can't comment on any legal matters. We can't predict the gender of your unborn offspring, but congratulations. We can't comment on the outcome of elections. And we can't comment on the outcome of any ongoing global conflicts. So, with
Play
all
nice
that,
with your toys.
yes, play nice with your toys, share, and try and get along.
There you go.
So, with all that out of the way, please go ahead and post your questions for us in chat, and we'll do 3 card, more or less, rules for you. And how are you this evening, Bryan?
It is, it's my Friday today.
All right.
Extra long weekend.
Yay. And the heat is supposed to break here this weekend. So
We had one day that was really hot, and of course it was the day that I had to do outreach outside. And I wore a really nice polo, but apparently it's the heaviest polo I own, so not my smartest moment.
Yes, it hit 100 degrees here today.
Ooh.
That did not keep Hella from wanting to go outside and sit on the concrete porch in the sun.
They say dogs shouldn't do that, it burns things.
Well, she wanted to do it.
Okay.
I mean, if it was burning her, she wouldn't want to do it, right?
Well, hopefully.
I gave her 5 minutes on the porch in the sun and we came back in.
So you have roast dog?
No, she's perfectly fine.
Oh. Strange one.
Yeah, I think she might actually be a hellhound. Her home really is the fiery pits.
Or, just the concrete. Someone asked us a question. Within the rules.
Yes. If you have a question, go ahead and post it for us.
If you don't, we're just going to ramble. I love when the Muggle people are like, the summer's over. We're going to die. We have 3 weeks of summer left. You're not going to die.
I will be very happy when the heat breaks.
The heat only lasted 1 day here, thankfully. This time.
Well, that's good.
Global warming.
Yes.
Questions. We want questions. Well, we don't want questions.
Yes, we do. We want questions. Actually, while we're waiting, will you pull some cards for me?
I can. Physically, I can. And
Thank you.
What are we pulling for, or are we just pulling?
Let's just do a general reading. What's September looking like for me?
Hot?
Well, I mean, I live in Tennessee. It's certainly not going to be cold here.
It's pretty hot. It's devil
food.
It's brimstone hot. Okay, Hella. All right. So we're going to interpret that as hot. Then there's Nashville Pagan Pride coming, so happy family time. Apparently in the heat.
That's actually October the 5th, so
Yeah,
that is not in September.
well, yeah, but apparently that's well, you got lots of choices about Pagan Pride coming. Where you're gonna put the toilets and everybody else. Are having a toilet problem again this year with Pagan Pride by chance?
No, we are not having the toilet problem again this year.
Huh. So what are you having big choices about? What's the biggest debate y'all are having? Because if it's not toilets, it's got to be about something important.
Well, we're going to hash out the schedule this weekend. But
Oh, well, that's in September. That makes sense. Let's pull one more since no one else is. Yep, balancing things and stuff.
yeah. Okay, and Darcy wants a general reading. Okay, Darcy, and thank you, Bryan.
Hot things and stuff. Balancing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very slow today.
It'll pick up.
Hopefully. We don't work in an emergency room, so we could use the Q word if we wanted to. Let's see. Alrighty. You can go first.
Okay, so the first card I've got for you, Darcy, is past. Here we see a woman looking in a pond or other body of water at a reflection of her younger self. And this card is talking about not getting caught up in past patterns. So free yourself from the past. Don't get caught up in old ways of doing things. Next, we've got the Six of Wands, and this is talking about achieving a goal. And then finally, I've got the Three of Lamps, and this is talking about working in community to achieve something. So you need to be moving in new ways to achieve a goal and working together with others. Hope you find that helpful. And hello to Katrina.
All right. So the first card I have for Darcy is the Ace of Wands, which is about inspiration and pure potential. So new ideas, new energy, new drive. That's important. Now, I got a lot of wands this reading. The second card is the 10 of Wands, which is about duty and responsibility, and through perseverance, lots of late night oil burning and hard work, things can be accomplished and changed. So, there has to be some new ideas and some old things gotten rid of in order for new things to grow. The third card I pulled shows that once all of that happens, there will be unity, achievement, and completion. So I would definitely say that there are some things that need to be sorted out, and once they're all sorted out, things will get better. Hope that's helpful, Darcy.
Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that.
Can
Hey,
I keep
Anissa.
a tally of this? I'm doing it now. Where's my notebook? Oh, there we go.
And Anissa wants to know what is sabotaging my search for new friends?
We can look into that for sure. Oh, all right. So Anissa wants a reading, and then Vanya's watching in the whatever verse and wants to know about her festival this weekend.
It's going to be hot.
I don't think so. It's not supposed to be hot here. It's supposed to be hot. Are you talking like the fun kind of hot? Because that's a whole different thing.
Yes, that was just my initial thought.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully she's selling her little ghosts. They're very cute. Actually, I should get one of those down to you for Serena.
Oh, that reminds me. Serena picked out a rainbow rock for you. I have to get it up to you.
Yay, rocks! I'm gonna send her a poltergeist.
All
A
right.
friendly poltergeist.
Okay.
All right. So first, the niece's friends, or search for friends. All right. Well, I can go first if you like.
Okay.
So the first card I pulled is the Hierophant, which is about a spiritual journey. So I will say finding friends is better when you have things in common, interests, maybe not the same religious interests, but at least overarching themes like ethics and stuff. That's important for having good friends. The Three of Wands is about persistence and progression, so always working on yourself is a great way to make new friends. Um because people like to be matched with the same energy that you have. So that's important. That's two compliments on your hat. And the third card I pulled is the Devil. Now, that's important to talk about because when finding new friends, it's hard to make new friends when you're carrying old baggage because the first thing you don't want to do with a new friend is trauma throw up all over them. I often do that sometimes, and that's how I don't make new friends. So I would say open up slowly, but be consistently working on yourself and doing your shadow work, and you'll see that the energy around you shifts and you'll make new friends.
So the first card I've got for you is the Princess of Lamps. In this deck, the Suit of Lamps is about spiritual growth. And a lot of time, the princess cards are talking about where you're holding back a lot of times. So, with spiritual development, part of that is looking at where we hold ourselves back. So, how do you hold yourself back from making new friends? And next, I've got the Queen of Cups. Cups is the suit of our emotions. And the Queen of Cups is about regulating our emotions. So ask yourself, how are you dealing with your emotions when you're in social situations? And then finally, I've got the Two of Lamps, which is talking about looking inside yourself. So I'm going to say you need to look at how you're dealing with other people and ask yourself some hard questions about how you're relating to people. So I hope that's helpful, Anissa. And now we're going to do a reading about how Vanya's festival's going to go this weekend.
Yep, yep. Money. All right.
And hi to Leela and to V. And thank you for the compliment on my hat, V.
That's two, like I said.
Yeah, two compliments on my hat.
You can go first this time.
Okay.
I chipped a nail while we were.
Oh, I thought maybe your child had made an appearance.
No. The child is in the bedroom with her daddy still.
Okay. So I had two jumpers. The first one is the Nine of Swords, which is sometimes called the Ghastly Nightmare card, but it's just a nightmare. It can't hurt you. So, whatever you're afraid of, turn around and face it. The other one that jumped out is the Two of Pentacles. And here we see a young man learning how to sculpt while an older man mentors him. So, this is about perfecting your craft. The card I drew is the Five of Swords, which indicates there might be some difficulties. And now I'm going to pull another one.
Because you can.
Yes. And here we've got the moon. So we can see there are some triptychs and some people moving around a fire within them. And so this is talking about using ritual and magic to bring about the outcome you want. So there's going to be some difficulty this weekend, but you can overcome it if you direct some energy towards it. So I hope that is helpful.
You should invite them to Tennessee. Just saying. All right.
Yes.
So the first card I pulled is the King of Pentacles, which is basically you're large and in charge. So I would say, there's prosperity and abundance to come from this festival as long as you put in the work, which you have. The second card I pulled is the Three of Pentacles. So while this is your business and your venture, you're not doing this alone. I know that for a fact. Bring sunscreen this time. The third card I pulled is the Emperor, which is also about masculine energy and authority. So anything, when it comes to these festivals, you have to put yourself out there in a nice way, not in a harassing, come look at my stuff kind of way, because that's not how people do things. But if you have to, put yourself out there in order to get the return that you want. And this last card I pulled, because I can, is the Seven of Wands, which also speaks to what Mary said about there will be some challenges, but nothing that you can't or won't overcome. So with that said, go do the thing, make the money, and make more things. Okay, bye.
All right. So next, Katrina has asked for a reading.
Okay. I'm glad we've stopped asking, "Can I have a reading?" when in our comments, because one of these days I'm going to get very spicy and say no.
Or, as my second grade teacher used to say, I don't know, can you?
Yeah, I did that for a while. Then I realized that actually I could say no. Can you do me a favor? No, I don't feel like it right now. Sorry. Can you go get me this thing? No, sorry. Do you wanna go to this thing? No, not at all. So anyway, Katrina, the first card I have for you is the Three of Cups, which is about celebration and hanging out and, well, party time. So hopefully you're gonna get to enjoy this long weekend if you get the chance. And you should do some celebrating. There's my fist pump for you, Mary.
I saw it.
Yeah. The second card I pulled is the King of Cups. Now, unlike with the King of Pentacles, which I pulled earlier, the King of Cups is about mindfulness and finding your equilibrium in your emotions. So there's partying and then there's the after, which is not a bad after. It's a, should I have done that after? So there'll be some of that, but nothing bad. Just mindfulness after partying. It's very important. The Two of Wands speaks to exploring and potential prospects. I would say when you're out there having a good time, there is someone or something out there that will catch your attention for future endeavors or future relationships of either friends, romantic, or other. So definitely be on the lookout for new connections if you do go out and hang out this weekend. That's all he
All
wrote.
right. So, the first card I've got for you is the Queen of Cups. Now, cups have to do with our emotions, and the Queen is about being balanced with your emotions. So, be aware of them, know what's going on, and don't let them rule you. The next card I've got is the Two of Lamps. In this deck, lamps is the suit of spirituality and magic. And with the two, we see someone doing some divination and realizing it's time to focus more on their spirituality. And then I've got wands. Now, wands are about our passions. And with the princess, we have someone who tends to hold back and worry a bit too much about how other people think of her. So I'm going to say don't worry so much about what other people think of you in given situations and follow your dreams. So I hope you find that helpful. And then let's see who is next.
Emoji monster.
Leela would like a reading.
Okay.
And then Lord Merrick.
Who is that?
Lord Merrick wants a reading with his many emojis.
Okay. Well, while you sort out those emojis, Leela, first card up, Ace of Pentacles. So new potential for money and material gain. Followed by the Fool. So definitely some new money making venture or material gain is definitely on the horizon. The third card is the Moon. The Moon is all about introspection shadow work and thought. So I would definitely say that there's definitely some new money making or material gain venture on the horizon, but definitely some shadow work to do on it. As I'm going to pull one more card because it comes with a bit of adversity or potential conflict in from other places in your past before. So I would say, Leela, that be on the lookout for those clues.
All right, so I had a jumper, and that card is the Ace of Lamps.
Guess who just got thrown out of the bedroom?
Huh?
Elvis is here.
Hello, Elvis, our tarot kitty.
Come here, Elvis.
So, lamps is the suit of spirituality and magic. Okay, this is not your reading, Merrick. This is Leela's reading. You're after Leela. So, lamps, with the Ace of Lamps, we're talking about the essence of this. So, this is a time for you to be focusing on your spirituality. The next card I've got is the stars. And here we can see someone sitting in meditation, and they're on some kind of a mat or a cushion that has stars, and they're doing some sort of a meditation or even an astral traveling. So you're being called to do spirit work. And finally, we've got the Empress. And this is a card of good fortune, fertility, and strong feminine energy. So things are looking very good for you right now, Leela. So I hope you find that helpful. Okay, Merrick. Now it's time for you and all your emojis. I see a kitty tail.
She's here. Are you here? Oh,
You're welcome, Leela.
do you want to bump on the cards? All right. What? Don't you want to see your fans, Elvis?
Okay, Merrick. The first card I've got for you is the Five of Pentacles. And this suggests that you need to be careful with matters in the material realm right now. So keep an eye on your finances. The next card I've got for you is the Magus. So this card says that you have the ability to manifest whatever you want in your current situation. You need to determine what the outcome you want to bring about is, and then you've got to put out the energy and focus to manifest it, but you can make it happen. And then finally, I've got the Three of Pentacles. And this card means you're being recognized for the quality of the work you do. So even if things are a little rough at first, you can bring about what you want to happen.
So the first card I have for Merrick is the Seven of Cups. That's about emotions and choices. So there's definitely a lot of choices to be made, a lot of emotions to be had. Feelings are not my thing, but it's okay. You get through them. The second card I pulled is the Emperor, which is about authority. So you have complete authority over these choices and the ability to decide on which path you take. And whatever path you decide, stick with it. Because that new path is definitely new, it's uncharted, it's different, but it sounds like the best possible option. So if there's a choice that you've been needing to make, I would suggest you make it and you make it soon. Right, Kitty?
Okay, and let's see, rolling back up. Anissa had asked whether to go out with person A or person B for the weekend. And honestly, Anissa, it's 3-day weekend. Why can't you schedule time with both of them?
Just saying.
I mean, that's my advice.
All right.
Next question from V. Okay. And V is asking about their relationship with their partner. Will it stabilize or are they better letting go?
Is
And
that a
your
tipper?
answer is fine.
I think we need to separate this.
All right. Which question do you want?
I'll take the stabilizing one.
All right. I will take, is it better to let go? And hello to Drago Kwan.
All right. Ready, Kitty? No? Okay. Hmm. Interesting. That could be a problem. Gonna have to reshuffle.
Did the cat get in the way?
No, when I had put my cards away after the last reading, I had left a card in the tin. And I don't consider leaving things in the tin a jumper. It's just in the tin. Tomato, tomato. Oh,
All right. So I have got, is it better to let go? So the first card I've got is the Four of Cups. And this means a situation where what you have is okay, but you're feeling like there might be something better out there. And this card counsels be careful you don't let go of something good just because you're feeling a little discontented. Now, the next card I've got is the Ten of Swords, which often means we're coming to the end of a cycle. Then I drew the Queen of Pentacles, which means that in the material world, you're doing well, you're in a good position. So I'm going to pull one more card where I have pulled the Four of Lamps, which with the number 4, we're suggesting dig in deep. And I'm going to pull one more card. And I've got the Prince of Wands here, which is suggesting there's a whole lot of unfocused energy in the situation. And to get a good outcome, you're going to have to put a lot of energy into the situation. So, based on this reading, it's looking like it might be time to let go. But let's see what Bryan's come up with.
The first card I have is the Eight of Wands, and I'm actually gonna read this one reversed because I feel like this stabilizing is being rushed, and there's a lot of impatience and uncertainty between the two of you that hasn't been settled yet. So I would say don't make any rash decisions. However, the Nine of Wands says you're in the end stretches. So you've been doing this for a while and it hasn't resolved yet, which makes me also believe that this is unresolvable. And the last card I pulled is the Tower, which ultimately I never read as a doomsday or end of the situation kind of card. But in this instance, I don't see stabilization and I don't see standing strong with your human. So I'm going to agree with Mary here and say, unfortunately, it looks like things are about to come to an end. Sorry.
Yeah, I wish I could see it a different way, but I really can't. Hello, Dream Time. Yes, we still have time to do a reading for you. Drago Quan is in front of you, and then you are next. Okay, so general reading for Drago Quan.
We're fading out fast here in New York City. Ugh.
Yeah, well, we can end after Dream Time.
Okay.
Because you have had a busy week.
Just a tad.
I have also had a busy week at work.
Yeah. Want to trade places?
Mhm.
Hi, kitty. Come here. Come say hi to your people. Come on. Oh, you don't want to today? Okay, that's fine. Your loss. So I look like I'm just petting the screen.
Mhm.
You want to touch the card? Oh, good job. What you get? You like this one? Okay, bye. She heard the word wrap up and now she's excited.
She thinks that means wet food.
I mean, it does. Eventually. Just not in the eventually to which she believes it does. All right. Are you ready or would you like me to go?
You can go first.
Okay. Ooh, pardon me. Sorry, YouTube world. And the rest of the world. Bryan is tired. All right. So the first card I have is Judgment. Now, Judgment here is about evaluating, reflecting. So I would say definitely some evaluating and reflecting is coming soon. Um, and it's definitely pertaining to one-on-one relationships. Not romantic ones per se, but any relationship that is purely one-on-one. And that period of evaluation in these relationships is going to move quickly. And I'm going to pull one more card because that sounded like an incomplete thought, at least to me. But and with the Six of Wands, after this evaluation period will be a victory and validation for you of the progress you've made and where you think you should go next. So I hope that's helpful.
All right. So the first card I've got for you is the Eight of Cups. And here we see a man surrounded by phantoms, and he looks like he's terrified. But what you have to remember is they're not real. They can't hurt you. So it's best to turn around, face whatever you're worried about, and deal with it. Then I've got the Three of Cups. So I'm seeing a time of celebration with friends. And then I've got the Hierophant. So this is talking about doing spiritual work. And I'm going to pull one more card for clarification. And I've got the Ten of Lamps. So with this deck, the Suit of Lamps speaks to spiritual work. So taken with the Hierophant, you're really being called to work with your spiritual practice right now. So I hope you find that helpful.
Say hello, Elvis.
Hello, Elvis. How's my favorite black and white kitty?
Say hello to your fans.
Yes.
Was that it? Okay, bye. No.
Well, blessed be to you, Drago Quan, and you are very welcome.
Wow.
All right. And Dreamtime says, I just had a major loss, my sweet Frenchie. My
Frenchie is
question,
in Frenchie Bulldog or someone
ye-
from France?
what direction should I go now?
Sorry, my spicy brain's gonna need a little clarification. Hi. Kitty, you cannot be in my armpit on TV.
Okay. Drago says, your cat is a good omen. Definitely. V says, you're both totally right. I am the one who has always forgiven him. I am feeling the things you both say. I wasn't sure if I would do good, if I gave up on this, or still keep hope. And Dreamtime says bulldog.
Just
I'm
check.
sorry about your bulldog.
Somebody said dog.
Now, V, I hope we can gave you some clarity on that. And
Unfortunately, we said
Dreamtime,
DOG, and someone has poof.
and V says it's not easy this 4 years. I really love him, but my feelings are so mixed. That's not easy. Well, V, it is unfortunately easy to love someone who doesn't love you back. And you are very welcome. All right. So this is for Dreamtime, who wants to know how to move on after losing her beloved pet, and that is never easy.
You like me to go first?
Yeah.
Elvis, are you deciding to be nice? We will be talking about dogs momentarily, so you may want to, there you go. So, first card is the Two of Cups, which is about partnership and duality. So, obviously, like, with this loss, you do feel like there's something missing. However, they are always with you. So, I would say, you know, it's okay to play with their squeaky toy without them. See what happens. The second card I pulled is the Hangman, which is about sacrifice and some self reflection, which obviously is important in the grieving process. So, continuing to do that is also important. I pulled the Hermit, which is also about self reflection in this case. So, definitely lots of that to do. However, I pulled one more card, the Seven of Pentacles, which is about growing and harvesting new things. So maybe it's fostering a dog, maybe it's going to the local rescue and taking care of, some of the dogs there. But finding ways to, still connect with animals while mourning would be a good place to take that next step. So I'm sorry for your loss, but I hope that's helpful.
Okay. So the first card I have for you is the King of Wands. And this card is about wands are about passion, and this is about understanding where your passions lie. I've got the Eight of Swords, which suggests you have been feeling stuck. And I've got the Eight of Wands that says things are about to shift abruptly. And then I've got the Empress, which is a card of good fortune and fertility. So, and I do see you. I'm sorry for the loss of your pet, but you said she's pain free now. And I hope this is helpful. I think you're going to see that things will move quickly for you in a good direction. And we do want to pause now for a word from our sponsor. And that was our sponsor, Equinox Learning Hub. If you're interested in pagan homeschooling, please check them out. And we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight for Tarot Thursday. We will be back next week, same time, same channel. I also want to invite everyone to join us. Well, join me and Chris Copeland and Harold Carter Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern for Pagan News. That's our monthly roundup of news and information pertaining to pagans. And now we are going to close and I wish you all blessed be, and we will see you next week.